Let's get ready to rumble over the letter R because we have two game companies fighting over trademarks. Oh, I know that the internet's going to love this IP stuff. This is a cow's opinion. We still don't got music? Man. But welcome to the cow's opinion, why the advanced gaming cow go over the latest, greatest, and honestly just glad this isn't another depressing layoff story. Let's be real. Happy to do something a bit more lighthearted and, oh, well, that's kind of interesting. Because Rockstar that's right, Take-Two Interactive's Rockstar Games, makers of Grand Theft Auto, and Remedy, recently off their huge success with Alan Wake 2, winning more awards than Spider-Man 2 at the Game Awards, and putting on a massively great live performance, are doing two things together. First, they're making Max Payne and Max Payne 2 remasters, and second, they are fighting over intellectual property. The two sexiest words that are going to make every single girl on the internet love this channel. I mean, what else? Women don't want to hear about money or muscles or sensitivity. They want to hear about intellectual property. Yeah. But no, today we're going to look at this just because, thank God, this was the most interesting story I could find. And the thing that got me going, that's kind of weird. So Take-Two Interactive coming up with Game of the Century Grand Theft Auto 6, which we all think is going to be. Rockstar Games and Remedy Entertainment with its Remedyverse have decided to fight over the letter R because they didn't watch Sesame Street enough and learn how to share. So Rockstar is opposing Remedy's new logo. For the longest, and before I get any further, Nicole Carpenter of Polygon, thank you for putting all this together in one easy place for me to show off. Appreciate you. So, for the longest time, Remedy has had a older logo, and here is their older logo. As you can see, it's a little, as the articles I found, including Miss Nicole's right here on Polygon states, when it was pretty much just a studio known for Max Payne, it's very reminiscent of a Bullet. But now Remedy says that they have become much more than just Max Payne, and they have. They have Alan Wake, they have Control, they have other games. It's a much bigger, broader company. And as they point out, the bullet in the letter R, the old logo, represented the era of Max Payne. But the Remedy of now is much bigger than a single game. We have a whole portfolio of games, new and old, says their communications director Thomas Pua. But Take-Two doesn't like the new. Now, it's not that they don't think the new logo isn't cool. It's that they say that this confuses with this. Now, no, I don't see it either, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, like, this is kind of... Remedy's got universal things going through and everything, so I really love the design of the R, the little Remedy down here. And then Rockstar is an R with a star on this colored background. They're not even the same size. But Take-Two says it's going to cause confusion on the part of the public because it's just too close to their logo. And they have filed opposition in both the European Union and the United Kingdom. However, the U.S. application hasn't been finished yet, so they have not filed in the U.K. But they're talking with the European Union and the Intellectual Property Office of the U.K. about this. Now, here's the weird thing about this story and why I'm happy, because, first of all, again, these guys are making remasters of Max Payne games. They like each other. They're not at war. And second of all, the EU's not even going to hear this until at least September of 2025. Yeah, democracy moves slow, if you haven't noticed. And honestly, the two companies are far more likely to just settle this amicably, like gentlemen and women who produce video games, as they probably should. Especially because they both really want to release Max Payne and Max Payne 2, and it's going to be hard while they're doing a Sesame Street fight over 1 out of 26 letters. Now, Remedy would not comment, but this is not the first time Take-Two has been thought of as weird by the fans, because against the trademark for the games It Takes Two, which is Hazelight Studios and EA, back in 21, they also filed it saying that It Takes Two is too close to Take-Two. And Hazelight and EA had to abandon the trademark because they just didn't think it was worth it. So here's the thing. Take-Two doesn't necessarily want Remedy to change the logo. They just don't want them to have necessarily have them have IP to protect their new logo. And in fact, they might not even care if they lose this. Let me point. This is why the Caliph says this is not an evil deal. Take-Two is not being jerks. Take-Two has also had to go against the BBC and Pinkerton about trademarked words and logos. Why? Here's the thing about intellectual property law that I had to ask somebody that you need to know, guys and girls. With your intellectual property, you don't have to register it. If you don't register it, people can use it and rip off of it as much as they want. So you have to be willing to let that happen if you don't register it. If you do register it, you have to protect it. You cannot just say, well, these guys can do whatever they want, we don't care, but these guys can't do whatever. You can come up with like contracts. Once you have an intellectual property, you got to protect it. You got to go through the proper channels with it. Because if you don't take care of it and defend it, you lose it. Recently, you guys may have heard that the original designs for Mickey Mouse finally entered the public domain, which means anyone can do whatever they want with Steamboat Willie. So, surprise, surprise, we're getting a bunch of really weird horror games because why not? Disney protected that like it was freaking the Alamo or a bag of gold in a video game. Because they knew that if you open the door a little, the courts can really just... Your IP is very, very precious. And if it starts getting if it gets weakened just a little bit, you'd be surprised how quickly all of your intellectual property can erode. That's why Take-Two is doing this. I don't think they hate Remedy. Again, they're making video games with these guys. And I don't think they even really care about most of Take-Two probably says that's a cool logo. Because it is a cool logo. But I think the problem is that somebody at Take-Two said, whoa, that's a little too close. Look, it's an R, and it's kind of, this section of the R here and this section are kind of pointy. And look at that, man. That's too close. And again, possibly somebody in legal, just like, hey, you gotta file a protection, because if you don't, it's going to be harder to defend your IP if somebody actually tries to rip you off. And again, the EU can't hear this for a year and 8 months minimum. I guarantee you these guys are going to figure it out before then. I don't, my opinion is I don't really see it. They don't look that close at all. I don't think that you can reasonably see this and reasonably see this and say, yeah, that's the same company. That's totally the same. Let's see some comments, because I got, this is, yeah, so stupid. Nobody's going to be confused by the two logos that do not resemble each other in the slides except containing the letter R. There should be disincentives for bringing dumb. Yeah, Take-Two's going to get some flack, just like when they were against It Takes Two. You know, I was playing Alan Wake 2 a couple of weeks ago, and after booting it up one time, I was momentarily confused that I booted up Grand Theft Auto 5. Take-Two is being ridiculous. They are literally nothing alike other than having the little R. Over litigious idiots at Take-Two. Nobody tell them about Rare. No similarities. No one tell Rare. Let's see. Take-Two needs to be broken up. Remedy should change their logo again. It's not very strong. That said, this is on its face a silly case. They like it. Made me think of a rift or fracture, which is very good. Logo design. Now they're just arguing about whether or not they like the logo. But Take-Two Interactive is arguing that the new logo may cause confusion on the part of the public. As a member of the public, I'd like to interject no. It does explain a lot about GTA Online if people at Take-Two are that easily confused about yeah, we're going to be roasting Take-Two Interactive. Again, from a legal perspective, you've got to defend your intellectual property. I think they're overreaching with this, man. I think this is stupid. And even if they decide to let the courts settle it, I don't think that this is going to be, oh, we hate each other, grrr. I think this is just somebody at Take-Two. We have to do this, guys. It's too close. Maybe I got nothing. I mean, you got the bullet. It's a stubby bullet, but then you've got the like multiple dimensional thing here. You got the it is a great logo for Remedy, and I'm happy they got an updated logo. Rockstar is classic. It's great. Already looks like an icon that you can have on your phone as an app, but no. I'm sorry, Take-Two Interactive. At the Couch Channel, we understand the legal ramifications of why you got to protect your IP, but you're just being babies, and you should stop. Honestly, you should really just stop. And you should go ahead and let me know down below. Do you like Remedy's new logo? Do you think Take-Two, not Rockstar, don't at Rockstar on Twitter or anything. This is their parent company, Take-Two. But do you think that Take-Two Interactive's being really stupid? Like, newsflash, Take-Two Interactive's being really stupid. And what else do you think? Because you know what else you can do? Oh, that's right, you can play more games! Games are awesome, and you deserve awesome. I'll see you guys next time. I need to play more games for this channel. But unfortunately, the game I was going to play got such mixed reviews it kind of turned me off. We'll find something, don't worry.